The emergency department is really the pipeline or the entry point for a lot of the community in North York, and we're lucky to be able to serve them. When we look at the hospital, it's busy, and we see people who are waiting. And why are they waiting? For sure, we have staff, and we train the staff. We have wonderful colleagues that we work with on our end, try to look after them. But then that care has to be delivered somewhere, and that care requires space. It's a generous space that we have currently. What we're trying to do is expand and also think about what's going to happen 2 or 5 or 10 years down the road. And if we can plan that well now, then we will already have the space and we'll actually avert crises in the future by planning well today. The generosity of the donors is vital to our hospital, because while the government funds the operating costs of the hospital, if we want new equipment, if we want new space, if we have to build new buildings, we're dependent on donors for that. So when we treat patients who come to us in the emergency department, what we want to do is we want to provide care in a way that we would want our family to receive care. So starting out with that sort of a humble mentality, I think is really helpful. It allows us to be more caring, more compassionate, to actually look through things through the patient's lens. No matter what, the patient's having a much harder day than we are. And then when they come to us in the hospital, if we work in an environment that's able to provide them with that care, it actually helps us, it energizes us. We realize the community is given to us and we're able to provide the care. When donors give to the hospital, really what they're doing is they're actually giving to all their neighbors. There are various ways in which people can give back to the community, and this is certainly one of the ways. The care will be distributed to everybody. We treat almost 120,000 patients a year in the Charlotte and Lewis Steinberg emergency, and these numbers are growing. Please give today so we can meet the future needs of our community.